cold out here. We have got some dang snow the past week, but it's all starting to melt. It's still cold out here, but it doesn't matter. I got to get this project rolling. So the plan is I need to roll these things, I guess, over here somewhere and pressure wash them first. Degrease them and pressure wash them. Then I can start taking them apart. I'll probably start with the front. Get it all torn apart and get that crossover kit put on. I still need to flip this and paint the bottom side. I'm gonna text Bubba here in a minute and see if he'll come help me. Still got a little bit of snow out here. Not much. Dolly got a blast playing in it. Anyway, let me roll these axles somewhere I can work on them, get this pressure washer pulled out, and see if we can't get these things cleaned up first thing this morning. This might be a problem. Might have to let this thaw out for a minute. I'll bring it inside and set it by the back door for a few minutes. Alright, got that problem solved. Had to let it sit in front of the heater for a second. Cleaned up. May or may not have a slight issue. I had bought rear brake parts for this probably 8 months to a year ago, and I don't know for a fact, but I probably bought them for a 10-bolt rear end, and now that I've got everything cleaned up and I'm really looking at everything, this is a 12-bolt, which that's good. It's stronger than a 10, a little bit bigger ring gear, but I may have the wrong rear brake parts. I guess we'll just kind of find out when we get to that point. If they don't work, I'll just have to run back up to O'Reilly's and see if they can pull the invoice up and swap me out. And then on the front, it appears we have a Dana 44.
which I knew that because I had to order all my front parts the other day, so I made sure when I got the pinion seal that I bought the right one, because I believe the pinion seal is different from a 10 bolt to a 44. So Dana 44 in the front, GM 12 bolt in the rear. Not sure if we have the right rear brakes, but we'll figure it out. So while these are drying, I will show you guys some footage from the snow day. I was able to get home one day during the snow, and it took me a little while to get here with the icy roads from Baton Rouge, but I made it nonetheless, and me and Becky and the dogs played, and I'll show y'all some videos from that while these are drying, and then we'll start tearing these babies down. Those axles are still drying. So in the meantime, I found out no big deal on the 10 bolt 12 bolt difference. Some of you might have already known that. I didn't. So the brakes are supposedly the same. Now the pinion seal, I'm imagining, is going to be different. I'll just have to figure out which one I really need when I get to that point. But in the meantime, while that was drying, I decided, since this motor's sitting on the stand, I'll figure out what I really got and what I'm really working with. I was told it was a crate motor. That is, in fact, correct. It is what GM considers their best-selling GM crate motor. It's a 350, meant for trucks from 70s and 80s. It's 250 horsepower, 300, I believe. Let me look. I looked it up on my phone. Let's see. Says 300 foot-pounds of torque. So yeah, I just figured I'd decode this while we're hanging out. It's a Mexican made motor, 4-bolt main, 2-piece rear main seal. So there's our casting number, 100666036. Hecho en Mexico. It's a Mexican, baby. Let me get these axles moved under my carport. I guess I'm going to steal my parking spot for a week or so here while I get these things taken care of. And yeah, good to know. I don't know how old that motor is, you know, as far as what the time frame was it was put in. I was told that it hasn't been in there very long and shouldn't have a lot of miles on it. I'm sure we'll figure that all out once we get to that portion of the build and tear the motor down and see what we really got. So anyway, let me move my truck out of here and get these axles rolled under here and put them on some stands. think this ball joint might be a little bad. It's alright, I got everything to replace it. This side's much tighter. I don't think that was doing any good. Ooh, that ain't good. That's a dang ring gear bolt. Ooh, this front end's chipped up. I'm gonna have to rebuild it. Darn. Definitely gonna need a new ring and pinion. Not good. Spider gear broke in there too. Looks like we're gonna be rebuilding the front end. I guess my next thing to do would be figure out what gear ratio we have. And probably double check that it's the same in the front and the back. So let me get to it. Alright, let's check it out. If you've never done this, I'll show you an easy way to do it with the diff cover off. Just clean you a spot. And so we're going to say that this tooth is at the top. So we'll make us a mark. And we'll come over here to the pinion. Clean us a spot on the case and on the pinion itself. And same thing, make a mark on the pinion, mark on the case or the seal, whatever. And then start rotating your pinion and see how many times it takes. Whoops. Hold on a sec. Hello? Hey. Working? Alright, bye. Alright, sorry, that was my wife. So, got one rotation. Oh wow, that was a little funky. Gee whiz. 2. 3. Oh wow, just a little past 3. Like a 3.1, so maybe 311? I don't know, I've never heard of that. Weird. I don't know what gear ratio that is. I guess I can pull this ring gear off and find out here in a minute when I drop this carrier. I'm unsure of the gear ratio, so what I'm going to do is tear the hubs off, pull the shafts out, pull the carrier out, and maybe when I take it off, a lot of times it'll be stamped on the ring gear. And then we'll need to verify what the rear end is and see what kind of shape it's in. I may need to rebuild it too. There's really no telling at this point. So let me get this thing opened up a little more. What's up, guys? How are y'all? Look like y'all been welding.
Oh yeah, we've been welding for weeks.
So Jordan said.
Are we flipping some frame or something?
Yeah, it's right over there. I'm coming. Oh shit. I missed one. What a jabroni. Heck, I might have missed 2. Better come off now. Voila. Spindle appears to be in decent shape. Not a whole lot of burnout on it. It's a good thing. Shaft's got a little wear. Got a little ring in it here. I'm not sure if it'll be usable or not. We'll have to see when we get closer to that. That's one side. Now I guess I need to put all this in baggies and keep it all together on zip ties in the correct order so I don't forget. That baby did not want to come off, but I finally got it. I'm gonna get this carrier out now, see what we're working with. see what we're working with. .43 ring gear teeth. Now we need to divide that by the amount of pinion teeth. Fourteen. 43 divided by 14, a 307. That is a tall gear for this truck, in my opinion. I wouldn't have thought that 307 would have even been a factory option, but that is exactly what it is. This axle should be from this truck. I don't know. If you know, tell me in the comments. I'm not sure. 307. So we're going to see what the rear end is here in a little bit. And I'm definitely not going to keep 307, even if that's what's in the rear. I'll redo the back too. I'm thinking 373. It's probably what I'm shooting for. So anyway, let me get this back axle jacked up and see what kind of gear ratio we're working with back there. Maybe open the diff cover, see what's going on, all that. Looks good back here. That's a good sign. I don't see any damage. Give it a little spin and make sure. Yeah, it looks nice. Just need to figure out the ratio. Alright, I don't know if y'all can see it, but right here, I'm trying to make it to where y'all can see it. It says 14 and then colon 43. That's my ratio. You know, that's how many teeth are on the ring, teeth are on there. That equates to a 3.07. Same as the front, but not gonna work for me. So I'm gonna take this one apart too, and I guess I'm about to go look up some ring and pinions and get me a new gear set. Might even put a posi back here. Maybe I can slide it by the wife. Maybe she'll go for it. The front will leave open, but they're both gonna need a new gear set. 3.07 is a little bit too high, I believe, for me. So we back. First order of business today. I would say this morning, but the morning's kind of gone. There ain't much left to it. It's 11 o'clock. So first order of business, I'm gonna get this frame painted. I'm gonna finish it real quick. All I gotta do is spray this bottom side, touch up a little, and then I'm gonna finish tearing down that rear axle, and then we'll clean them up, maybe get some primer on them, see how much time we got. little science experiment. Got us a battery charger. Ripping on this rust. I think the correct term for this is electrolysis. I got some hood hinges and springs in there now just to see how this setup works. I got a ton of parts to do though. So we'll let it rip. I'll check back on this tomorrow and give y'all an update. Everything's been cooking in here for about, I don't know, probably close to 30 hours now. I'm gonna pull some stuff out and hit it with a wire brush, see how it looks. Definitely making some difference. See the rust flaking off there. Let me spray it off real quick. Came out pretty nice, guys. The springs are kind of, I don't know, maybe it's something with spring metal. It's not really pulling a lot of rust off of them, but these hood hinges, man, they cleaned up really nice. They were just completely coated in rust when I put them in there. I think I can probably finish these off in my parts washer and then just with a wire brush, taking my time cleaning them up. I'm gonna reset some parts up to go in there. I got spring plates for the rear. Need some cleaning. Accelerator pedal bracket. Got shifter for the transfer case. I got drums over there, backing plates, so plenty of stuff. I'm just going to keep this thing going. I may use this water one more time. I've never messed with this electrolysis, so I think I could do one more batch of stuff in it and then I'll make some fresh. Alright guys, got this axle as clean as I'm going to get it with degreaser and hose. So now I'm going to take my wire cup and clean this baby up so we can get some primer on it. to go. Let me clean this rear end up real quick and I'll get some primer on it. Came out looking pretty sharp. I'm gonna blow them off real quick and then we'll get some primer on them. Let these babies dry and then I'll roll them over and get the bottom. Looks like I got a little heavy right there, a little runny. But overall they look good. Alright, they dried up enough. Let's see if I can get this second coat on. Good morning. We're back. Got some paint mixed up. We ready to go. Axles are ready. I'm gonna set y'all up and I'm gonna set this camera up anyway and I'm gonna get to painting. laid on nice this morning. I mixed a little more acetone in there than I've been doing, and that seemed to help a lot. Those babies turned out nice. I love it when everything looks clean and new. This thing's gonna look sharp. So, yeah guys, I think that's about all I got time for in this video. But if you're new to the channel, definitely like and subscribe. We're rebuilding a 1978 K10 step side. It's gonna be sweet. I think this is our, shoot, I don't know, 8th episode maybe, guys. I can't even keep up. But we've already done the frame, got it all nice, done a bunch of body work, got a cab ready to go in here, different body parts. So yeah, we're moving along. I think in the next episode we might fool with this front bumper. I need to do some repairs. It's covered up with some other crap right now, as you can see, but I want to clean it up. I got a nice new worn winch that some friends of mine gave me all my bachelor group, I guess you'd call that, whenever I got married a couple years ago. They got me that winch because they knew I was going to rebuild this truck. So got a nice worn winch to put in this thing whenever we get it done. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.